What's up, Keep Pounding crew? We're back to live with another video. Keep pounding. Today's topics are the 2021 opponents for the Carolina Panthers. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, and leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. Let's dive on in. Now, this was released shortly after the last game of the season. And we are dealing with, of course, the division opponents. One away game, one home game for each one of them. And the Falcons right now are looking for a new head coach. So we'll see how that plays out. But the Saints are still on top of the division, controlling the division right now. The Bucs are making a run at it. So we need to tighten up. Right now, we're looking at third place again next year in the division unless we tighten up. I can see a split with the Falcons. I can see a possible split with the Buccaneers. Maybe. We'll see. I doubt it. But it all depends on which one gets put at the bottom of the season for that last game of the season. But because at that point, whoever wins the division will not be wanting to play a whole bunch of starters for the last game of the season. So, like I said, it depends on which one it is, the Saints or the Bucs. Now, we're looking at the Washington football team again. This is at home this time. I say that's a W. That's a win for us. Cowboys in Dallas. Cowboys have been on the downturn. It will depend on how much they improve through this offseason, what we're going to get from the Cowboys. But as of right now, I'm calling that a win. Giants. Giants have been horrible. Giants have been absolutely horrible the last 2 years. That's a win. You know, even in our current state, that's a win. Eagles at home. The Eagles have been impressive lately, but their team is just not there yet. They've been developing, but they're just not there yet. I've seen a few impressive players there, but nothing to really concern us with right now, unless they add some pieces in the draft or free agency. But this cap is going to affect every team differently. It's going to hit some of these teams pretty hard. So keep that in mind. I think the Eagles are going to be one of them. The Saints, it's going to hit pretty hard as well. So keep an eye open for that. I'm going to leave the door open on the Eagles game right now. I don't really have any idea what's going to happen with them or Dallas right now. It's kind of wide open in that division right now. But I can tell you that's a W against the Giants, though. Giants have not found a way to improve their team enough to compete with some of the division leaders in the NFC right now. The Jets are awful. That's a win. That's just give us the win right there. Just give us the dub. That's at home. Come on. That's going to be an easy tune-up game right there. That's going to be helpful for injuries. That's going to help us out to heal up anybody that we have on the IR or about to go on the IR but isn't really there yet. But that could help out a lot as far as a tune-up game, and we could also play some of the second string players as well, and just get some experience for them too. You know, that's a tune-up game for me. Bills. Bills have been looking really impressive this year. They actually won their first playoff game uh, here in 2020, so this could be a formidable group. Um, I don't know how I feel about this game just yet. Depends on how we do in the off season. Depends on what pieces we get versus what we get rid of, uh, and what that's going to look like once we hit August. So I'm going to wait on that one. Dolphins. Dolphins showed some fight actually. They've been trying to fight for the wild card spot this year, which means they may be adding some pieces as well. They may be on the rise. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but it could be possible. I'm hearing a Deshaun Watson trade rumor for Tua, so we'll see how that plays out. But you know, then we got New England at home. And that Dolphins game is away, by the way. That's in Miami. But we got New England at home. New England at home, they've been struggling. Their offensive line isn't as good as it usually is. And Cam has been struggling back there behind the pocket in New England, as usual. So, Belichick says that he may be moving on from Cam. So we'll see what happens with the quarterback search, but I'm willing to bet he's going to draft one. Now, who he's going to draft or who he's going to sign is going to make a big impact on what happens when we play them. So keep a very, very close watch on that one. Because I like our chances of playing New England at home better than I do in New England. In their stadium. So let's hope we can get that win against the Pats. That would be really, really sweet if we can get that one. They're not on the downturn, but they still have some players, so watch out. This is a very, very competitive team, and they demand 4 whole quarters from you. So, moving on to the Vikings. Now, the Vikings are a very interesting team. They've been on the cusp of the playoffs for the past 2-3 years, possibly making wild card. But the Vikings are a very interesting team. I think we should not sleep on the Vikings. This is a team that could be potentially very dangerous if we're not careful. I'm calling this one a trap game right now. I'm very much calling that one a trap game. I'm also calling the Dolphins game a trap game. We need to watch out for the Dolphins. The Pats, we already know what to expect. But then finally we got the Cardinals at home. This is a trap game as well. The Cardinals have been actually looking really strong under the radar in the playoffs this year, as well as regular season. So let's see how the cap affects these teams as we move forward. Let's see what moves happen. And then we'll go from there. But right now, the Cards are looking like a pretty strong contender out there in the West right now. So we need to watch out for them. That being said, right now, I'm not ready to put a number on what we're gonna do next year as far as record wise. I'm not ready to do that yet because I don't know what these teams are gonna end up losing or gaining in this offseason. Typically I do, but not this time. We're dealing with a COVID year, you know. This is COVID year 2, so you don't know what's going to happen. The cap has gone down, so and normally that cap is rising at least $10 million a year. So we got to keep an eye on these rosters heavily, and I'll be putting out video updates on what I think our future is going to look like, just ours right now. And we'll revisit this schedule in April after the draft. We'll have a video out revisiting that. So I'd like to put out a video after free agency as well, revisiting this schedule. So we'll see what happens. You never know, right? A lot can happen during free agency. A lot can happen during this 3 month to 4 month period between now and August. So, you know, I'm not ready to August and September, but I'm not ready to put a number on this schedule yet as far as how many games we're going to win. I can tell you that we got 3 wins on the board right now that I see as of right now. Plus a split with the Falcons, at least. So that's 4. That's 4. For right now, I'm saying Dallas will be 5. I'm going to say that we beat either the Vikings or the Eagles, so that's 6. We could beat the Dolphins, that's 7. Depending on who the Pats pick as their quarterback, we might lose that one. Just keep an eye open for that. In the Cardinals game, 50-50. As far as I'm concerned right now, 50-50. It could go either way. So, as of right now, I'm looking at 6 wins just off the gate, but that's just really, really subjective. So, don't take my word for it. You know, take it with a grain of salt. This is before all the moves are made. This is before free agents are signed. This is before draft picks are signed. So, and cuts are made for the 53. So, keep all of that in mind, plus the cap. So, that will wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. And as always, keep pounding.